Hola, and welcome to In Her Footsteps, the platform where we spotlight the incredible Latinas transforming the entrepreneurial landscape. I'm your host, Maria Salinas. Today, we have the pleasure of hosting Maresa Friedman, the Chief Strategy and Marketing Officer of the Executive Cat Herder. Are you eager to discover how she's challenging societal norms and rewriting the script on Latina entrepreneurship? Let's dive right in.
So I have a book that's called The No Rule. And so it's essentially learning how to not deal with them and how to not have them in your sphere. So it's essentially everything that I learned from that book. It's directly related to everyone that I hang out with in business and in my clients. We just have a no tolerance policy around that. And it's really, really great, especially for women too, just to help you find your voice and know you're allowed to be assertive. You're allowed to set boundaries. You're allowed to set
boundaries. I was going to say that.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, I was on the road 254 days one year. And every panel that I was on, everyone would always ask me what it's like to be a mom and wife who travels. And so my response, because it wasn't a business question, would be to look to the gentlemen that were on the panel with me. And I'd say, oh, well, Steve has 5 kids, so you should ask him. He's got 3 more kids than me. I'm not really sure. So it's just learning, again, how to deflect and deal with these types of people, because it's going to happen. When you're a woman in business or you're a mom or you have kids, or people are going to always question your abilities.
Maresa's blend of confidence and strategic networking is truly compelling. She exemplifies the importance of self-worth in the entrepreneurial landscape. Intrigued by how she weaves resilience and positive outlook into her journey? Let's uncover her secrets.
Recognize that in order to accomplish whatever goal you have, it starts with having a solid foundation, and that foundation is finance. So I didn't have that going into my business, right? I had been divorced and I had terrible credit. I had to reestablish everything. And so what I learned is financial fitness is the key to maintaining and keeping a successful business. So get really comfortable with things like your credit score and what's in your bank account. Get really comfortable asking questions and getting discounts. Get really comfortable sacrificing little things so that you can get the big things. And more importantly, once you have that foundation, you'll get some clarity, because it'll be easier to do things, right? For me, I had to pay cash for everything for the first year and a half of my business because I couldn't do anything. And through the help of mentors and friends, they helped me devise a plan of attack, right? So what was great about that is that once I had that foundation, then everything was available to me. Funding for the business, designations, set-asides from the government. There's so much that's out there that's available, but you can't do it unless you have kind of that little house in order. And then the second thing is your mindset. Go into every day knowing that this is happening, for you, not to you, whatever it is. So if it's a good thing, it's happening for you. If it's a bad thing, it's still happening for you, right? There's that resilience that I talk about, that ability to kind of say, all right, that person said no, but that's okay. I'll check back with them later. A no is just not right now, so that's, and never be afraid to ask for help or talk to strangers. Talking to strangers is one of the best ways to find new clients. I find clients in the airline lounges all the time, so I don't wear my headphones. I'm available for conversation. And, what you'll find is you never know who you're sitting next to, right? So, I had that happen to me. I was sitting next to someone on a plane. It turns out that they were the head of the budget committee for Meta, Facebook. And it ended up that they had seen some of my stuff come through, and we got to talking in the airline lounge, and it ended up turning into a deal. So that would never have happened if I had my headphones on and I was ignoring the world. So be present. Opportunity is everywhere, right?
Maresa offers invaluable insights on the importance of financial fitness. This aligns seamlessly with the educational resources the USHCC provides to empower entrepreneurs. Her journey also reminds us that opportunities can arise when you least expect them. It pays to stay engaged and self-aware. Now let's hear Maresa's thoughtful perspective on nurturing emotional intelligence and creative problem solving.
You know, the studies tell us right now that we're opening businesses 5-1, right, from other, demographics when we look at that. I see us continuing to expand and be very innovative, right? Because what I've seen in the market, great example, there's a swimwear company called Hola Swim, right? It's 2 girls from Barrio Logan in San Diego. They created a beautiful brand for curvy women. Well, guess what? This brand is now everywhere because guess what? There's a lot of women that are a size 12 and above. And so they've been so inclusive with the, body positivity and sizing, and they're Latina owned, right? It's 2 Latina women. I just see the potential is we're just solving problems, but guess what? Other people have these problems. And so I think that our attitude, our mindset, and our perspective fits in. And I'm excited to see the direction of where more Latinas go, because it's really exciting to walk in a room and see other people that look like you and have the similar, we're all wanting to see each other win, but also women specifically bring such emotional intelligence to the table, right? 85%, they said leaders that are women, about 85% have stronger emotional intelligence, which garners better leadership. So our ability to see the problems and also be able to turn them into solutions is something that we have at our benefit. So I'm excited to see what the future holds. And I know this, I used to walk into meetings and conferences and not see any other women in my industry. And now I can look and half the room is women and they look like me. And so that's exciting to see because we're going for it. We're not waiting for our chance. We're taking our chance. We're pulling up our seat to the table and we're saying, hey, got room for one more. And if they say no, we're still going to sit there. So it works out.
It's empowering to witness Latinas not merely enduring, but thriving across the entrepreneurial landscape. We're not just resilient, we're spearheading innovative ventures and tackling problems that have gone unsolved. For aspiring business owners, the time to unleash your ideas is now. And on that note, let's reflect on some motivating data. According to the SBA, nearly 1 in 4 new businesses are Hispanic owned. We contribute a remarkable $800 billion annually to the economy. And get this, the number of Hispanic entrepreneurs surged to 34% in the decade before COVID, while non-Hispanic owners rose just 1%. Now, who's ready to hear Maresa's top tips for utilizing technology to step up your business game?
So there's my top 2. If I said my top 2 or 3, top 3. My first one is Asana. So Asana is a crazy list. It's how I keep track of my life and my projects, and it's on my phone and my computer. The second is a tool called pomofocus.io. And what it is it's a clock that you put on your screen on your computer to keep you focused on a task. So studies say that we get interrupted about every 8 minutes. So what this does is it allows you, it turns red on your screen, and then when it turns green, you know to move to the next thing. So it keeps you kind of focused. And then the third is a tool called Volley. It's an app. And the reason I love Volley, it's kind of like if Slack and a chat and a meeting were all happening at the same time. So you can have a staff meeting, but everyone answers whenever they want to. They don't have to do it all at the same time because I hate meetings. So it's a great way to collaborate with a team or a group of people kind of asynchronously. So not necessarily if we're all busy and we're all in different areas or countries, we can still collaborate and everyone can refer back to that thread and see it. And it's just so much easier. It takes 2 seconds to record a video. I don't want to email anybody, right? So that's my favorite tool for doing that. And you get to use it video chat, or you can text, and it's super cool. I love it. It's free too. They're all free.
The power of technology to streamline operations is undeniable. As active moms and well-rounded individuals with passions outside of work, harnessing these innovations is game-changing for productivity and time saving. Maresa, we're grateful for these phenomenal tips. Before we say goodbye, I want to sincerely thank our committed sponsors, the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Bank of America. Your support for elevating Latina entrepreneurs is invaluable. Much appreciation to our production team at MNW Creative Studios, Identity, and director Rico Moreno for bringing these stories to life. As we wrap up, remember these narratives are meant to uplift and inspire you. Please like, share, and comment if today's stories resonated with you. And consider joining your local chamber too, where community and resources are there for you. This is Maria Salinas signing off. Keep your ambitions high and determination strong. Until the next time.